Hi, I'm Chef Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, please like and subscribe so you can get alerts for new videos. Today I'm going to teach you how to make pate choux, which is a dough that you would use to make cream puffs or eclairs. Well, I'm doing a double batch, so in here I have 2 cups of water, 2 sticks of butter, unsalted, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of salt. If you are doing a smaller batch for at home, I would cut that in half. So 1 cup of water, 1 stick of butter, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to turn that on and let the butter melt. When you're doing this, you're going to have to cook the dough in the pan for a couple minutes. So it calls for a thick bottomed pot. But if you don't have a thick bottomed pot, there's a little trick. There's a can top on there, and that'll help insulate the bottom of your pan so you're not getting the exact direct heat from the flame. While that's melting, you're going to measure out, if you're doing a double batch, 2 cups of flour. If you're doing a regular batch, 1 cup. Make sure that you're leveling it off so we're not getting any extra flour. Now you're going to want to keep an eye on this while it's cooking because it has the butter in there, it has milk solids, and it will rise and boil over all over your stovetop. And it is important that your butter is fully melted so it fully incorporates into the dough. Okay, so my butter is fully melted in there. So I'm going to take it off the heat and add in my flour. Once your flour is fully incorporated, you don't see any more dry flour in there, you're going to put it back on the heat at medium to high flame for about 4 minutes. We're going to try to dry it out. But you're going to want to keep stirring it around so that you are not burning. You're going to want to make sure that you keep doing this for 3 to 4 minutes. Yes, it does look like it's pretty thick already, but you do need to cook some of that flour. Okay, now we're going to go to our mixer. Now we've got our stand mixer. We're going to put our mixture right in there, all of it. Going to cool it down a little bit. So we're going to mix it up for about 2 minutes. Now what that was doing is cooling down our dough so that when we add our eggs, it doesn't cook them immediately, so you don't get a scrambled egg type of feel in your dough. And it also incorporates some air, so it helps them leaven when they go in the oven. So when we add our eggs in, we're going to add 1 at a time and make sure they're fully incorporated. If you're doing a half batch or a small batch, you're going to be using 4 eggs. I have 8 here, and like I said, we're going to add them 1 at a time and make sure they get fully incorporated before we add another. So we're going to start our mixer. If you have a problem with it sticking to the side, just get a rubber spatula and scrape it off. Okay. And then we're going to go into a pastry bag. I don't have a just straight up circular tip here, so I'm actually just going to use my canvas bag with no tip in it. You can use a star tip if you'd like, or a circle tip. So here's our pastry bag. Fold it down so we don't get it all over the outside, and we're just gonna scoop it in. Don't overfill your bag. I have a tendency to do this. It just makes it harder to work with. You have to do it in small batches and it's not going to hurt you. Okay. And on a parchment-lined sheet tray, we're going to twist your bag so it doesn't pop out the top. See, there's no tip in there. I'm just going to do a little circle. And don't worry about that, we're going to hit that with some egg wash after, before we go in the oven. Try to make them about the same size. Those circles would be for cream puffs. If you're doing eclairs, you're going to want to do long pipe strips like this. And that's going to puff up, and you're just going to coat the top with chocolate and fill the middle. You're going to take some egg wash, just gently do it over the top, and push down the little peaks that you got up there. I would do this with my finger, not a pastry buff brush. It's a lot easier to do it this way. Rumor has it, if you spray your sheet tray with some water, it will help leaven. So here I have a spray bottle. It says water only. It's never had anything else in it other than just plain water. And I'm really going to a quick squirt to my tray. And these are going to go in the oven at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. And then you're going to turn your oven down to 350 for about another 20 minutes. These are our puffs coming out of the oven. They have grown quite a bit and are fully poofed up, and we're going to let them cool before we fill them. Okay, so our pate choux is out of the oven. If you want to fill them, you're going to want to use a special tip in your pastry bag, and you're just going to shove it in one side and fill it up. If you don't have that special tip, you can always just slice off the top and fill them sandwich style. And when you slice it open, you're going to want to find just a giant empty hole in there. The good thing with pate choux is that it's not a sweet dough particularly, so if you wanted to use it and make appetizer sandwiches or something, it'd be very easy to do. Here I have a tuna salad if you wanted to just put a scoop in there. There you go. There's a cute little appetizer for you. I didn't have time to make pastry filling, so I am going to make homemade whipped cream instead. I'm using a quart of heavy cream. And a trick for making homemade whipped cream is to chill your bowl and your whisk in the freezer. And I'm going to add in there about a cup of powdered sugar. And we're just going to turn it on and let it go. so our whipped cream is done. We put it into our pastry bag with a star tip. So you can see I did this already, but it didn't film. So when you cut your pastry, cut it with a serrated knife because it will dig into it instead of smushing it on you. You're going to do a cute little dollop there. Band out strawberries. Replace the top. And drizzle the chocolate. So you don't have to do a sweet dessert with your pot au choux. You can do a quick little appetizer. And I can guarantee that everyone will love it and be wowed by the fact that you can make your own cream puffs. I hope you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos and let us know how it goes.